Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're getting into something really fascinating.
We are.
Fiona Davis's novel, The Stolen Queen. It's quite a journey, spans continents, decades.
It really does. It blends, ancient history, this compelling mystery, and some very deep personal drama.
So our goal today.
Well, I think we want to unpack how the novel tackles these big themes. Ambition, definitely, but also maternal love, cultural ownership. That's a big one. And ultimately, how truth can lead to healing. It's really about reclaiming things. Lost identities, lost histories, families even.
And you really feel that scope. One minute you're in the intense heat of 1930s Egypt.
Yeah, the desert digs.
The next, you're backstage at the Met Gala in 1978. Glitter, tension, the whole thing.
Davis handles those transitions really well.
Okay, so let's start back in 1936, Egypt. We meet Charlotte Cross. She's young, ambitious, an archaeology student.
Right, and she's managed to get onto this dig in the Valley of the Kings, which, for a woman back then...
A huge achievement. It was a very male-dominated field.
Absolutely.
But Charlotte's got this sharp intuition, and it leads her somewhere incredible, a previously undiscovered tomb.
And inside, a mummy.
Yeah, and she feels it belongs to Hathor, a female pharaoh, possibly one history just erased.
It's such a powerful idea, finding a forgotten queen. Think about the historical biases, how easily powerful women could be sidelined, written out.
Makes you wonder.
Definitely. Hathor's a potential rediscovery in the story really challenges that. Who gets to write history?
And amidst all this digging and discovery, there's romance. Her British colleague, Henry. And importantly, he respects her intellect, her drive.
Their connection grows there among the ruins. It feels very intertwined with her work, her belief in Hathor.
Yeah, it sort of deepens her conviction.
But then things take a turn, very dramatic turn.
Charlotte gets pregnant. They have a hurried wedding in 37. Their daughter, Lila, is born.
But the political situation, it's getting unstable. They have to head back to New York.
And this is where Henry makes a decision, a secret one.
A fateful one. He takes something from Hathor's tomb. A priceless gold collar.
Without telling Charlotte, an artifact already claimed by the Egyptian Museum, right?
Exactly. That act hangs heavy over everything that follows.
Because almost immediately, disaster strikes.
Shipwreck.
On the Nile. A sudden storm. Their boat capsizes. Charlotte survives, somehow.
But Henry and baby Lila, they disappear. Presumed drowned.
Leaving Charlotte completely devastated, just this raw, unresolved loss. So fast forward, decades later, it's 1978, New York City.
Right.
Charlotte's rebuilt her life. She's an associate curator now at the Met Egyptian Department.
Professional, capable on the surface.
But you feel that grief is still there, underneath. And she has this private obsession.
Vindicating Hathor.
Exactly. Fighting against all those years of bias that labeled her queen an imposter.
It's a really striking look at how trauma, that kind of unresolved grief, can just embed itself in someone's life. Her career, her drive, it's all fueled by that past. The personal loss, the professional quest, they're completely tangled together.
Meanwhile, across town, a totally different life is unfolding.
Annie Jenkins.
Annie. She's 18, very resourceful. She's looking after her mother, who's emotionally fragile.
But she has this passion for fashion.
Right. And she lands this chance, this opportunity to work with Diana Vreeland for the Met Gala preparations.
It feels like her one shot, her escape route from a tough situation.
You really see the contrast Davis sets up there.
Definitely. Annie's youthful ambition, needing a new start, versus Charlotte carrying all this history, this weight.
It sets the stage for when their paths collide.
And they collide spectacularly at the Met Gala.
Chaos night. Okay, so first, this golden broad collar shows up. On loan. Mysteriously.
The Hathor collar. Or one very much like it.
Instantly stirs things up for Charlotte. Hope, dread, given Henry's secret.
Then bam. The priceless cerulean queen statue vanishes from the exhibit.
And Charlotte's research files on Hathor also gone. From her office.
Pandemonium. Suspicion everywhere.
And Annie, working backstage, gets caught right in the middle of it all.
Yeah, the stakes just shoot through the roof. This crisis, it forces them together. Charlotte, driven by this old pain and new questions.
And Annie, desperate to clear her name.
It's an unlikely alliance, for sure. Initially, there's friction, desperation.
But they need each other to find the truth.
So, their search takes them back to Egypt.
And Charlotte has this reunion. It's startling. With Leon Pitcairn.
A colleague from the original dig. Someone who survived the shipwreck, too.
And he drops this bombshell.
Yeah.
Henry, her husband, might still be alive.
Wow. Imagine hearing that after decades, the emotional weight.
Hope, dread, both.
Exactly. It reopens everything, the grief, the questions, the possibilities.
So armed with this potentially life-altering news, they go back to the original tomb site.
And they find proof.
More inscriptions, relics, things that definitively confirm Hathorke's identity. Finally.
It's this huge vindication for Charlotte. Decades of work, belief, finally validated.
A massive historical victory, correcting the record.
It really underscores the importance of that accurate history, the fight against erasure.
Then the trail for the stolen statue leads them somewhere unexpected, an antiquity shop.
And there it is, the Cerulean Queen.
The shopkeeper, a woman named Heba, seems to be involved. And then they spot it.
The clue.
A framed photo of Heba's daughter, Mona. And guess where Mona works?
Back in the Met. The connections tighten.
So back in New York, the confrontation. Charlotte and Annie face Mona.
And the truth comes spilling out. It's stunning.
Mona confesses. She is Henry's daughter.
Conceived with Heba after the shipwreck. Henry believed Charlotte was dead. He'd started a new life in Egypt.
Wow.
And Mona's motives, they're complex. Sending the collar, arranging the thefts. It wasn't just about personal history.
Then was it then?
It was about repatriation, cultural ownership.
Yeah.
She believed those artifacts belonged in Egypt, not in Western museums. She saw it as correcting a historical wrong, reclaiming her heritage for her country.
It definitely makes you think about museums, artifacts, ownership.
That's a central theme. Whose story, whose treasures?
Yet there's one more twist. Just devastating.
Mona says something about Lila, Charlotte's lost daughter.
And it triggers something for Annie. A memory. A face from Cairo. A woman named Fatima they met briefly.
And the realization hits.
Fatima is Layla. Adopted, renamed, living her whole life unaware of who she truly was.
That final piece. The emotional impact is just immense. Seeing Lila Fatima slowly piece together her identity through documents, through shared grief.
It shows how truth, even after decades, can surface. Painfully, but it surfaces.
Which leads to the reunion. Finally.
So emotional. Charlotte, Henry, Annie, and Fatima, Lila, all together.
Fatima shares her story, raised in Cairo after the tragedy. Her own search for answers eventually leading her, unknowingly, back to Henry, and now to Charlotte.
It's an incredible full circle.
And the novel handles it so carefully. Healing is an instant, it takes time, kindness. But this reunion, it's a powerful new beginning.
You have family fabric rewoven.
And for Charlotte, it's complete vindication. Personally, finding her family again. Professionally, restoring Hathorke.
So she makes a big decision.
She resigns from the Met, chooses to live and research in Egypt, free from those shadows.
Yeah, it feels right.
And it's symbolic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hathorke's legacy restored, mirroring the family, broken and now whole again. The historical truth and the personal healing, liberating each other.
Wow. What a narrative arc. The Stolen Queen really is this incredible story of rediscovery.
Yeah, a lost pharaoh, a curator haunted by grief, a young woman chasing a dream, a daughter finding her roots.
All converging around this idea of reclaiming what was taken.
Identities, histories, family connections, and finding some measure of justice.
So the question for you listening, how do we do that in our own lives? How do we reclaim what feels lost or forgotten? What stories, maybe personal ones, maybe historical ones in your own world, are waiting for their truth to come out?
It's a powerful thought. It leaves you reflecting on, the weight of history, the power of truth, and just the resilience we have in seeking connection and understanding.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Stolen Queen. We hope your own stories are driven by curiosity, by compassion,
And by that power to reclaim the forgotten.